welcoming you all to Ram Maruti Tutorials. In this video, I'm going to explain the topic which is dealing with the progressions topic, and the formula which I have chosen is much familiar one, which is nothing but sum to n terms formula, right? How the sum to n terms formula is related to real life application, we can see here, right? What we are doing means we are getting into the school, right? There we are talking about number of plants or number of trees, right? The guys who in the school are they are going to plant. Okay, so here we are going with certain conditions to make up a proper arithmetic progression series. So let's come back to the question here, right? What it says, in a school, students thought of planting trees to reduce the air pollution. What the students are doing? Students are planning to plant the trees to reduce the air pollution. Now if he says, it was decided that number of trees each section of class will plant will be the same as the class in which they are studying. Here comes the logic, right? The number of plants, right, each section is going to plant or each class is going to plant is nothing but the class in which they are studying. That is the condition laid by themselves or by the management. Suppose if they are studying in the 4th class, they are supposed to plant 4 plants or 4 trees according to the condition. Suppose if they are studying 6th class, according to the condition, they are supposed to plant 6 trees. That is the condition. You hope you are able to understand that. The number of plants planted by each class is equal to the number of or the class in which they are studying. That's the important logic what we are supposed to remember. Again, I like to repeat the question. In a school, students thought of planting trees to reduce air pollution, right? It was decided that the number of trees each section of class will plant will be same as the class in which they are studying, right? Right. Example, he himself has given in the question. As a section 1, if the class is 1, they will be planting 1 tree. If the class is of 2, they will be planting 2 trees. If they are a 4th class, they will be planting 4, and so on. That's the condition. Now, right, of course, please remember how many classes they have. The total number of classes they are having are from 1 to 12. Therefore, the number of classes the school is having is 12. You are supposed to remember that. The second one, there are 3 sections in each class. So it's not that there is only one section, right? Each class is having 3 sections. So here the condition, 12 classes and each class 3 sections. And the very, very important condition, the class in which they are studying is equal to the number of plants they are going to plant. Okay, now what is required? What he is asking us to find? He is asking us to find how many trees totally they are planting. Okay guys, let me recall the condition. Students planning to plant trees. Okay, how many classes they have? 1 to 12. How many sections they have? Each class have 3 sections. Okay, what is the condition? The class in which they are studying is equal to the number of classes, the number of plants they are going to plant. So let's come back to now. I'm letting you know this is a sum. We are dealing with sum to n terms formula in arithmetic progressions. Now let's come back. So given what he has given here, the given is right total number of classes. How many classes there are? Let's take the first concept, that is 12. Total number of classes. Total number of classes. Number of classes. Okay, right. Let us come back to the main thing, that is totally how many number of classes are there? Totally 12 classes are there. Now let us come back to the second condition. This is the first condition or the first one what we are going to take, and let's take the second one, right? How many sections each class has? As we know, we can see each class is having 3 sections. That is also a very important point to be noted. Number of sections in each class, right, equals 3. Total number of classes are nothing but 12, and how many sections each class is nothing but 3. Okay, now what is the condition? According to the question, what is the condition they laid by themselves? So this is the condition what they are laying. The condition is number of plants they plant. The number of plants they plant, number of plants each class. Right, number of plants plotted by each class equals, what is the condition they kept? Right, the class studying class into number of sections. Studying class, right, into number of sections. This is the conditions they laid by themselves. So repeat, number of classes 12, number of sections, each class 3 sections. What is the condition they laid by themselves? Studying class into number of sections. Now let us see how many plants will be planted by the first class. Plants, right, planted by first class. According to the condition what they have given by themselves, what are now, how many number of plants they are, right? So let's see that one. What is the class they are studying? Right, it's nothing but the first class, right? How many sections they have? Into 3. Okay, studying class is nothing but 1, right? Number of sections they have is nothing but 3. So the total 1 into 3, 3. So first class, how many plants they planted? Right, first class, right? How many plants they have planted? It is clear that they are planting how many? 3. Now let's get back to the next one. Okay, now let's go for the condition. Let's go for the second class. Second class, how many they have plotted? Okay, second class. So what is the class they are studying? It's nothing but 2. Okay, and how many sections they have? It's nothing but 3. It's totally how many? 6 plants. Okay, this is the condition. Now let's check it out. Let's go for the third class also. Just make us, why? Because we are having a condition that in a series, minimum first 3 terms should be known. So let's go for the third class. Here it is saying that the class they are studying is 3, and the number of plants they have to plant is nothing but 3. Totally how many? 9 plants. Okay, let's go in this way. Similarly, now let's get back to the last class. Which is the last class here? 12th class. Right, let's come back to the 12th class. How many plants they are planting? It is nothing but 12 into 3, which equals 36. Okay, you got it. Number of classes 12, number of sections 3. The condition they laid by themselves, studying class into number of section. First class is planting 3, second class is planting 6, third class is planting 9, and the last class is planting 36 plants. Now let us see what kind of series it is following. Right, so let's write the series. So let us write the series. We don't know what kind of series it is. Now let us take the first one. What is how many plants they are planting? It's nothing but 3. Right, let us go for the second class. They are planting 6. Let's go for the third, 9, and so on. How many plants planted by the last class? It's nothing but 36. Okay, now if you check it out, can I say they are following arithmetic series? Let's see that. What is the first term? First term is nothing but 3. And what is the common difference? The difference here is, if you check it out, A2 minus A1. A2 minus A1 equals nothing but 6. In the same way, if you check the difference, 9 minus 6 is also 3. Therefore, I can straight away say that they are following arithmetic progression. Now, what is the question required? He is asking us to find the total number of plants planted by the entire 12 classes from 1 to 12. So, for that one, as we all know, let us go for sum to n terms formula. Right, what's that one? Sum to n terms. This is the formula what we are using. Sn is equal to, now the tricky part, what kind of formula are you using? We are having many formulas. N by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, or Sn is equal to a plus l. Why? Because we know the first term and also the last term. Which is the first term? It's nothing but 3. And which is the last term? It is nothing but 36. First term and last term. So n by 2 into a plus l. A is nothing but the first term plus last. Let's use this formula. So which is nothing but, how many number of classes are there? Totally they are 12. 12 by 2, we are finding S12 now. We are finding S12. So which is nothing but, we are going with the first term. What is the first term here? 3. And what is the last term? It's nothing but, just now we have seen in the series, it's nothing but 36. Right. This is the application of the formula. Now let's simplify as we do obviously. 2 1s, 2 6, which is nothing but 6 into, if you calculate, it's 39. Alright, so if you check it out properly, if the calculation goes on properly, it's nothing but 234. Okay, so what we got? It's nothing but the total number of plants we plot. Let's write the conclusion. So the conclusion says, right, what is the conclusion saying? Total number of plants are, how many they are? 234. Guys, so that's what real life application of, right, arithmetic progressions, especially sum to end terms, matters a lot. Everywhere we use this concept. Hope you are able to understand and you got the concept.